Cocktail fans, welcome back to the Drinkstuff channel. We are your one-stop shop for everything you need cocktail related except the booze. I am Steve the barman and I'm just purely here for your fun cocktail inspiration to help you on your little cocktail journeys, whether you're a pub and bar looking for inspiration, whether you're at home and you've got friends and family coming around. That's what I'm here for, inspiration. In today's video, another one of George's. George owns William Fox, good friend. Another one of George's syrups in here, Rhubarb. I've got 5 absolutely bangers. And this controversial statement coming right at the end about which one's my favourite. So you'll have to tune in there. But as I always say, you know, these syrups, long life, shelf stable, perfect. We're going to get George on really, really soon and he's going to tell you all about his syrups. We've got even more up there as well. I've got over 60 of them here now. So look forward to that. Sort of not a live stream, pre-recorded, but it will be a bit of banter. As I always say, there will be 2 bonus recipes over on our community tab. I'll flash on screen how you can find that. You can't miss it if you go to our YouTube channel. Just go over there, find the bonus content. There's always 2 bonus recipes for every single video that I do now. And as always, if you make a cocktail or if you riff it up, if I've given you inspiration, take a photo of it, upload it to Instagram, and then tag us at Drinkstuff in the actual photo, not in the comments, not in the text, in the actual photo. And then we can share some of the best ones to our stories. So for your first cocktail, we're going for a very simple riff on a mojito. Rhubarb mojito. What is complicated about that? It is just the obvious go-to. I love my rum, so why not? Rhubarb syrup, obviously, your go-to. White rum, you could go aged rum, you can go spiced rum, spiced rhubarb mojito. Go for your life. Just a fun sort of rum. Gin? Vodka? Why not? Why not? Get involved, get inspired. There we go. But because of rhubarb goes well with ginger, we know that. So I've got some ginger ale, some freshly squeezed lime juice, and some mint. So without further ado, let's go 15 ml. Mate, I'm gonna go a bit extra actually. About 20 ml of rhubarb syrup in there. I'm going for 50 ml double bubble. Feel free to up it to 60 if you want. 50 ml double bubble of rum. We're going for 25 ml, which will roughly be the juice of 1 lime, give or take. 25 ml of lime juice. And then I've got some mint here, already picked off. Remember, we never muddle mint, do we? Palm your hand, give it a spank, and then just pop that in there. And then very simply, ginger ale is replacing soda water. If you don't like ginger ale, don't use it, use soda water, be my guest. But I like a bit of ginger ale in there. So just half fill, be about 75, 100 ml. Don't drown your booze, don't drown your flavours, about 50, 75 ml. Because what we always do with mojitos is as small ice as you can get, crushed ice. We want loads and loads of ice. Don't be scared of the ice. The ice doesn't dilute the cocktail. It keeps it colder for longer so the ice doesn't melt. So plenty of ice in your glass to start off with. That'll do for there. Take a long bar spoon, just give it a churn, just to combine the syrup. If you've used fresh limes, combine the limes, but the syrup and the mint through the cocktail. Give it a good stir. Top up with even more crushed ice. Don't be afraid of it. Plenty of crushed ice, that'll do. And then a couple of mint sprigs here for the garnish. Garnish up with lime, whatever you fancy. Maybe even orange and ginger. That'll be perfect. But there we go. Very, very simple one to start you off with. Rhubarb and ginger mojito. I would drink that all summer long. That is phenomenal. I love rhubarb and ginger. Rum, maybe don't tell DMF, maybe a better rum, but it's decent, don't go there, it's decent, but nice kind of, you know, come over to my channel for rum love, but this is amazing. Right then, and for your second cocktail, this is take 2. Have a look at what just happened. Gosh. Hey, look at that. Yes, boys and girls, it's not very often I get outtakes, but when I do, they are spectacular and you can see them. So this is take 2, Rhubarb Spritz, as we're going. Like rhubarb, I love, as I said, the rhubarb, I love the whole bittersweet trend at the moment. That's way up my street, I love it. So just a simple Aperol Spritz riff, Aperol, Prosecco. As I always say, I love Mediterranean tonic water, whether it's Aldi's own cheap stuff, M&S version, Fever Trees, I prefer that to soda water. I just love the sort of citrusy edge to it. And then obviously we've got the rhubarb in there. So 15 ml, maybe 25 ml, it's up to you. Gauge your own sweetness, gauge your own palate. of your rhubarb syrup. It's nice and sticky down here now. 50 ml double bubble of your Aperol in the glass. We are going for 50 ml. I actually did a little bit more because it was a bigger glass, but I reckon 50 ml in this glass, a little bit smaller. I don't like blooming gin balloons anyway. I prefer little stemless spritz glasses. That's the way forward. Yeah, we will do 75 ml. Gin balloons. Gin balloons were so 2016. Do away. Let's outlaw gin balloons. Here we go. Haters. And then I'm just going to give that a quick stir up, as always, just to combine the syrup. Remember, you have got a bit of syrup in there as well. So very quick stir, just to combine all that in there. Lovely, jubbly. And then just top up with my leftover Prosecco that's got a little bit of gas, but not too much gas. But hey ho, as I say, I know you lot at home, you lot will have your Dom Perignons, your Rosé Bubblies. You're a lot more classy than what I have. I don't drink Prosecco, so hence I got Screw Top, which will last me a couple of weeks for cocktails. But there we go. Lovely. Just garnished with a sprig of mint. I've already said this, and I've already said it. I've already tasted it. It's delicious. Rhubarb bitter, kind of bittersweet going on. It is absolutely glorious. Rhubarb, I tell you, spritzes, they're some of my favourite. Rhubarb, cherry, what's another one I've done? I forget. I've got 3 go-tos. Complete blood orange spritz. I love them, but rhubarb, it's good. Cheers. Right, cocktail number 3, nice and simple one. Again, we are going to get the cocktail shakers out this time. Rhubarb and apple Martini. That very, very simple. Lots of different riffs and flips you could do for this. Rhubarb syrup, plain vodka, pressed apple juice. I forgot my lemon juice. I thought there was something missing. Pressed apple juice, lemon juice, and then I've got my foamers because I want that nice sort of light white layer of foam on top. Riffs, flips, tricks, flavoured vodkas, JJ Whitley, rhubarb vodka, apple vodka, whatever you fancy. Gin in there as well. Quince gin would be a banging one to put in this. Just go for your life. Comments below, what would you use in this? So let's go for it. 15 ml, 1.5 of your rhubarb syrup. We're then going for a 50 ml double bubble of your vodka. Your weapon of choice, whatever you're going to use. This is already pre-measured out, pressed apple juice, cider to you guys in the US. I don't know why you call it cider. It is not. It is apple juice because it's the juice of apples. Not alcoholic, it's apple juice. Let's have that chat. Let's go fishing. Let's see how many bites we get. Anyway, pressed apple juice, 50 ml. There, and then I want 15 ml. I'm feeling a little bit cheeky, a bit of a wind-up merchant today. 15 ml of lemon juice. These little bad boys, my foamers, just to give us that nice little kind of edge on there. Nice little white layer of foam. I'm going, because there's a garnish, I forgot something, there's a garnish coming up. 6 to 7 drops in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 for luck, 7. Perfect. So we're just going to shake this down with plenty of ice. Here's one I've prepared earlier. Nice hard fast shake. When your tin is all frosty, that's what we like. Get rid of your ice that's just chilling down there. If you keep your glass in the freezer, fine. If you don't want a cold glass, fine. You know, I'm not the cocktail police. Right, double strain. Just get all that. Look at that foam. Yes, that is what we want. Look at that. And then when it comes to photo time, there'll be a nice kind of white layer of foam on top. That's what we like. It will settle like a pint of Guinness. Perfect. The garnish, they're just sitting here, look. I was going to go for some cinnamon. Just a little, no me, a lot. Just a little dusting of cinnamon on top. Maybe half the glass. There we go. Oh, he's being careful. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Nice. Probably, yeah, that'll do. Perfect. And that is your apple and rhubarb martini. Cheers. That's amazing. The cinnamon spice kind of sets that up a treat. Just on your nostrils. What's the word? I can't think of the word. But you kind of get that first kind of, oh, that's delicious. Apple, rhubarb. What's not to love about that? That is amazing. Quite boozy as well. But riff it up. Whatever your flavoured gin, vodka of choices. Cheers. Right, and cocktail number 4. Don't forget, as I said at the top, there will be 2 more bonus recipes over on our community feed. I've already shown you how to go and find it, but go and check those 2 bonus recipes out. This one, remember, look at the ingredients, kind of combining the second cocktail And the third cocktail sort of, but there's an extra twist. This is a strawberry and rhubarb Collins. So I've got the rhubarb syrup. I kind of want the bittersweet thing going on here because I kind of like that. So we've got vodka and I've got Aperol. Same applies for that. Riff and flip that up how you fancy. I've got some lemon juice and I have got some, very, very sorry, some Mediterranean tonic. And you may be thinking, where's the strawberry coming from? Funny story. I went 2 days, I've been on the hunt for strawberries. To be honest, I expect better. Tesco's and Sainsbury's and my local farm shop, I do expect better. Absolutely no strawberries. One of the biggest Tesco's in the UK, not a single strawberry in the house. So I went over to my little fruit and veg shop, farm shop, Berry Lane. Hello, Berry Lane people, to get some strawberries. They grow the flipping things. And all right, it is January, they're not in season. I get that, I understand that, I appreciate that. But let's face it, if we could get passion fruits and mangoes and papayas in the UK that aren't ripe, but if we could get them, we surely must be able to get some strawberries, surely. But anyway, long story long, because it wasn't short at all. What I had to do, what Berry Lane do, our little farm shop over the road, do very well. They do lots of frozen fruit. So I've actually got, I had to sift through the California mix. I didn't want the pineapples and the mangoes and the oranges. I just wanted strawberries. They do, I know them well. So yeah, so I've got some frozen fresh strawberries would be good. And if you're thinking, why doesn't he just use strawberry puree? Well, I would, but Boss Man still hasn't replaced the strawberry puree, so I haven't got any strawberry puree here. Right, 4 strawberries. And maybe I might do a little strawberry kebab for the garnish there. But they're proper, they're Berry Lane strawberries, they're just frozen down. Right, so how are we going to do this? We are going to put some strawberry juice all over George's labels. I'm going to do 15 ml of George William Fox, his rhubarb syrup in there. I'm going to get my little muddler out to play. I haven't muddled a cocktail for ages. I'm just going to puree these down. Nice. Don't forget, right, if you do, there is a thing to this, because if I was using a strawberry puree, it's got the sweetness in it as well. So you kind of then have to play about quite a lot with ratios. If you're using fresh strawberries, you can use your own sweetness, hence the rhubarb. All right, so I'm having a laugh and a giggle, but yeah, I did it for a reason. Not the frozen strawberries, I didn't, but there we go. Right. So we turned that into, could use strawberry jam. Why didn't I think of strawberry jam? Right, anyway, I've got my own homemade strawberry puree there. Let's crack on with this. So 50 ml double bubble of your vodka or whatever weapon of choice you are using. 15 ml of Aperol, bittersweet vibes. Going 15 ml of lemon juice. And I should have said, if you want more sweetness to it, just add a bit more rhubarb syrup. That's up to you. The Mediterranean tonic is going to come after the shake. So I've got plenty of ice in there. Good old power shake, hard fast. Lovely, jubbly. Look at that. Oh, that's good. That's a nice colour in there as well. Right, what am I going to do? I want Mediterranean tonic, just free pour, 75 ml, depending on how big your glass is, 75, 100 ml. As I always say, though, don't drown it. Don't do 150, 200 ml. That's just drowning your drink. About 75, 100 ml, perfect. Now, this will go into a highball glass. If you don't like bits, strain it over fresh ice. So if you don't like bits in your drink, if you don't want that whole effect, just strain it. But I don't mind, I quite like bits, so I'm just going to do a dirty dump. And we get all those little bits of strawberry in there as well. Look at that. And if I've done it right, it's almost like I practiced that. You'll never know if I practiced that or not. The fact is I didn't, because that's all the strawberries I've got. And then to garnish, I will do a nice little strawberry kebab, maybe even a sprig of mint as well for the old garnish. What does this taste like though? Oh, frozen strawberries. That's the best one out. I love the rhubarb ginger. That's the best one out of the lot. Oh, do you know what? Now I'm thinking here's a riff for you off the top on the fly. Now I'm thinking ginger ale instead of the Mediterranean tonic. That's nice, but oh, lots of different rips. Ginger beer, ginger ale. What would you use? Cheers. And then for your fifth and final cocktail, I'm going to go, George is a classy bartender at the end of the day. George owns William Fox, sorry, he's a good mate of mine. He's a classy bartender, so I thought I'd try and do something a little bit classy. You know, these are fun and fruity. But so, I'm going for a rhubarb and rosemary martini. So rhubarb syrup, gin of choice, weapon of choice, Cointreau. I've got some rosemary, obviously, and some lemon juice. Now, I've kind of said I've put 2 sprigs of rosemary. This is kind of like a double sprig of rosemary. So I'm just going to kind of pop that down there. Pop that down there. You won't know what that means. Strip the rosemary off. There we go. Kind of that'll do. So got a bit of rosemary going on in there. I'm going to go a bit of rhubarb syrup, so 15 ml of rhubarb syrup. Up the rhubarb if you want it a bit sweeter, but 15 ml in there. Now, because this is a slightly more, what's the word? Let's use a posh word. Robust herb. I will muddle this. I don't muddle mint, obviously, basil, but rosemary, kind of just press it, just gently press it, just to get a bit more flavour out of those things. Don't kind of, what's the word, destroy it. Just kind of gently press it. That'll do. Get the rosemary out in there. So rosemary and rhubarb. And then I'm going for equal measures, 25 ml of your gin of choice. I think they should keep it plain. Keep it classy for young George. Keep it classy. Plain gin. 25 ml of Cointreau. And then, just to kind of balance it out, 15 ml of lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice. And that's it, really. Kind of, you know, you could maybe add some apple juice in that, pressed apple juice, kind of like we did there. But I just wanted to keep this kind of really simple, orange, rhubarb, rosemary notes. Simple as. So plenty of ice, good hard fast shake. Right. When that is properly frosty, that's what we want. Now, the glass I'm using, I was going to go Nick and Nora, but then I saw this. It's like a Raffles Coupe Glass or a Martini glass, whatever it's called. Got that chilling down. It's a bit bigger than a Nick and Nora glass, so I might have to kind of, just for the thumbnail, make it again and just make slightly more for the glass. But I kind of like it. It's like a little diddy kind of, yeah, I kind of like it. Anyway, double strain. Yeah, it'll leave it a bit, well, I don't know, it'll leave it a bit light in that glass, but I say, I'll add some more to it. I kind of like that glass. It's not actually, I'll tell you what, it's not actually that bad. Right, when you've eked out as much as you can get out of that cocktail, I think that's all right, actually. And just to garnish, I was going for that sprig of rosemary on the top there. Nothing like that. It's my attempt at being classy. Oh, mixo in it. Right, what is it called? Rhubarb and Rosemary Martini. Cheers. I tell you what, George, I hope you are proud of me. I really like that. The rosemary rhubarb. I've got one of those flavour pairing chart things at home. So lots of different fruits, lots of different herbs and all that. It's massive. And I was like, rhubarb and rosemary? Thought I'd give it a go. I kind of turned it into a martini. I'm glad I did. Actually, do you know what? That might be my favourite one of the day. I really like that. Cheers. And I know what I just proclaimed. I just proclaimed the gin one was better than the rum one. If I'd have used a better rum, that would have been better. That's my defence. Anyway, let me know what you thought of these. As I say, don't forget the 2 bonus recipes on our community feed. Which one would you pick as your favourite? And if you want even more fun, inspiration, dive into that video right there.